What's up, guys? Welcome to Shawn Ide Studios. Tonight is Tuesday night studio sessions. We're going to live stream about live streaming. Tonight we're using StreamYards. And if you're interested in StreamYards, I will put a link in the description below. I don't know if I have a link in this description. Let's go check. But this is the pre-show. This is where I'm sound checking. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can see me. I tried to do the countdown on my iPad, but then I went to check it and there was no audio on the countdown. So even though the countdown this week was better than last week, we're still learning, guys. But we're talking about all the struggles, all the successes that I've had so far live streaming. And then, you know, if you guys have ever experienced live streaming, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. StreamYard is what I've chosen for this month. And I love everything about the user interface. I love being able to live stream. I love being able to put people's comments up on the screen. So Brent's Exploration said, yeehaw. So I think that's pretty awesome. I can pop that back off. Steven Drone said everything's okay there. So that's awesome. So I love the interaction that StreamYards gives me with you guys. I love the opportunity to bring guests on when I want to. I mean, so, you know, my friend Kenneth, his YouTube's channel was taken away. He had over 50,000 subscribers. So I'm trying to bring him on. But I don't have to schedule him on my live stream whenever he's ready to just come on my live stream. I sent him the link tonight, but he's not able to tonight, but maybe he'll pop on next week. But little things like that can happen. That's what I love about these live streams is it's kind of unscripted. I never know what's going to happen. It's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. That was kind of British. That was Forrest Gump from England, I think. But so that's what we're going to talk about. So I forget what I was about to do. I was about to do something. Do you guys remember what I was about to do? Okay, I was about to check the stream and see if everything is going on. Claude from Drone Effects with Claude, I was chatting with him last week, and he said that I could use Streamlabs as a camera for StreamYard. So I tried to do that tonight, but that did not work because I couldn't figure it out in time. So over the next week, we'll try to do that. But I'm still not super happy about 720, about the quality of 720 live streaming. I would really like to live stream at least 1080 for you guys, especially if this is going to be primarily what I do this year. I want to take it to the next level. So I've looked at vMix this week. I've looked at StreamYard. There is there's a StreamYard Pro version, so I can I can multi-stream through there's Streamlabs Pro that I can stream to multiple applications. But I think StreamYard is only 720 because that's what Facebook live streaming, it's kind of like the cap. I might be wrong on that, and I'm sure someone's going to tell me if I am wrong because you guys love to keep me straight. But super excited about tonight. I am going through, there's a painting back there. So over the last week, I bought a painting, and I'm not finished with that painting. I think I'm going to put my logo on the painting, but so I am planning on redoing my office in the next couple weeks. I'm going to turn that wall back into a white wall. I'm going to take the blankets down, go back to white, and then I'm going to go back to that wall and stream from that wall over there. And what that wall has is it has my seamless paper with my brand blue. It's like the dark blue that's in my brand. So yeah. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my camera kind of in the corner and put it on a swivel so I can point it in that direction and do my live streams, and then I can point it in that direction and do kind of like a like that's a gray background, but I can do like blue lights and stuff like that on it. So I'd like to turn that into kind of the a lot of YouTube channels have like a tech kind of background where it's got you know, some really cool LED colors, which I've got the LED color lights, but still playing with that. But we need to go in here and we need to make some adjustments. So let's see what's going on in YouTube. So this is the pre-show. So it's not going to be crazy awesome until like 7 o'clock. That's kind of when everything's going to get cooking. But Mario said to enable super chats. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I don't know why by default monetization is not on my live streams. I went the entire live stream last week without super chats or monetization. So there weren't any ads, you know, and I spend a lot of my time focused on these shows, and I'd like something to happen. Now it says my video is running little to no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most viewers. What is that about? It remains fully playable and is eligible to earn subscription revenue from YouTube Premium. What the heck? I don't understand what's going on there. Maybe monetization doesn't really happen till later, but I hope Super Chats is on because I know you guys want to send me money because you love me. I'm just kidding. So yeah, Brent Exploration knows what's up. He says this is early, the pre-show. So that's cool. And so yeah. So it's public. Interesting. So I just said, no, it's not made for kids. So there's that. Let's see what's going on down here. All right, analytics. Good to go. We got 10 people on. So that's cool. Brent Newman. Am I lagging? I'm not sure what my upload. Let's see what my upload speed is right now. My upload is 160 megabits per second. Oh, wait, no, it's testing download. Okay, so download is 166 megabits per second to Brent Newman's question. And then my upload is 169 megabits per second. So that's pretty good. Your internet connection should be able to handle multiple devices streaming HD videos, video conferencing, and gaming at the same time. So we should be good to go there. So that's awesome. So yeah, looks like all the ducks are in a row tonight. So how are you guys doing tonight? I see we got Mario Monti. He was our special guest last week, and he rocked it. Steven Drones is in here. Brent's Explorations. So that's Nunley. And Brent Newman's in here. So yeah. Swipe sucks. Maybe your tags or lack thereof. Interesting. Yay, Mario. Nacho is quacked on. Nice. Welcome, Nacho. Saw you were in a car this week, so that's new. Hope your life is going well. My life is going good. This week has been an interesting week. because yesterday was Martin Luther King Day. So we celebrated Martin Luther King and all of his accomplishments. And he was a wonderful man and brought a lot of change to this nation. So thank you very much, Martin Luther King, for giving me a day off. It was awesome. We didn't get Martin Luther King Day off last year. So that was cool. And it was a good time. So sad that the Titans lost. So they will not be going to the Super Bowl. And the Packers lost. I have a friend on the Packers. And so I would have loved to have seen him in the Super Bowl. Lucas Patrick he was in my small group back in the day. I taught him Sunday school. So now he's like twice my size. He's such a big guy. Oh my gosh, I'd be scared of him and his mustache. So anyway, tonight's live stream is brought to you by McDonald's. I'm just kidding. They didn't give me a cent. I actually had to pay them for that. So, yeah. So what do you guys think about live streaming? Is StreamYards okay? I love being able to put people's comments on. Just like Mario giving himself credit. Yay him. I couldn't do that before. So I think that's pretty cool. I can pop up things like, here's a special overlay telling you guys, wait, I can't do that at all. Live tonight, 7 p.m. Central, Shawn Ide Studios. I can do little overlays like that. Here's the new icon. Little slicker. I took all the grays out so that the S is very prominent. Nacho purchased one of my t-shirts off of Teespring, and I noticed him he was wearing it holding his grandchild, and I noticed that the white in the background was way too bright, so part of the S was kind of missing. So I decided to redo my logo a little bit, make it simpler, and I will probably buy Nacho a new t-shirt once I swap those things out. But Nacho has the only retro Shawn Ide Studios t-shirt from the first 2.5 years of Shawn Ide Studios. So that's pretty awesome. So Mario subscribed to Nacho Rolling last week. That's awesome. That's what I want to do here on this channel. I want to celebrate other people. I don't want my live streams to be all about me. I want it to be a community of people that hang out and talk about cool stuff. But, you know, we all have good ideas. It's not just me, and it's not just my channel. My channel wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for the people that watch it. So just like we celebrated Mario last week, it was a different live stream than I'm used to. You know, it was kind of a cross-pollination of, you know, bringing Mario's talent onto my channel. And I know a lot of my viewers came to my channel because they fly drones, or they, you know, found me on a 360 camera video or something like that. And those are things that Mario doesn't do. But Mario has been an integral part of my journey, just because we were trying to hit 1,000 subscribers at the same time, and that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of people on here that want to do some things on YouTube, and I think it's neat to see that, you know, you don't necessarily have to fly drones to be my friend. I think teaching people how to YouTube and be successful at YouTube and offer up their talents of what they can do, I think is very important. And I just want to celebrate life on this channel. You know, having a camera and having a drone, being able to use those and take good pictures and good videos is worthless if you don't have anything to shoot. Like, you know, Nacho's videos, he's got these awesome videos of him on a motorcycle. Those are my favorite videos from Nacho. He also has some talent when it comes to, you know, flying a drone. He's got some great drone videos. But he rides a motorcycle. You know, I watch drone videos all the time, and I'm kind of used to seeing a bunch of different drone videos. And what is really unique about Nacho for me is the fact that he drives a motorcycle, and he travels all around on the interstate. And you know, he's figured out how to talk to the camera at the same time. So I think that's really cool. So Mario said, I heard you already set your budget for 2020. I set my goal, and I spent, so this is what I did with StreamYard. I purchased a year's worth of StreamYard, which was around $240, I think. But after I subscribed to it, I realized it was only 720p. So I decided to pull back. You have 7 days to cancel your subscription. So I canceled it and switched it out to a month-by-month subscription. So if at any time I want to change to a different service, I can do that. And I was on Claude's channel, and forgive me if I get your name wrong, but it was like 500 AGL told me to use vMix. And vMix has an option to call people. So there is so just like StreamYards has the ability to host a live stream and then pull, you know, I can pull guests in if they have a link that I send them. Then that'll, you know, I can do that in HD or 4K, depending on what I pay for. Probably won't ever stream more than 1080, but I love the opportunity to stream at 1080. So there's a 60-day free trial for vMix. So that means I wouldn't have to pay for a couple months vMix. And then if I really like it, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and pay for it. But it's a little more complicated than anything that I've done so far. StreamYard, gosh, there's so many stream programs out there. 400 AGL. Oops. Got the number wrong. But vMix, so vMix uses it's very expensive, but it's a purchase one time. Whereas StreamYard is kind of a constant subscription based, but it will, but StreamYard is constantly improving itself. Whereas vMix, I don't know if it's improving itself or not. So those are kind of some of the things that I'm trying to figure out. And if I spend, so I think that the HD version will allow me to bring one person in. It's like $350. Whereas StreamYard, I can bring 6 people in here, I think. So the big thing is 1080 versus 720. If you guys are okay watching this at 720, then I'm good. I mean, this is working for me. And I'd love to be able to bring this. I wish there was just an output camera, and I could bring that output into StreamYards and stream from StreamYards, because that would be perfect. and just use, or Streamlabs, blah. I am fumbling tonight. But and then use StreamYard as just my guest camera. All right. Brett Newman said to Mario Monti, see, this is all about community, guys. I now have an Instant Pot Duo Mini. I need to head over to your channel and see what you've done with them. See, we're already cross-pollinating. I love that. If you want to learn how to make some good chicken wings or do the keto thing, Mario is your man. Yeah, thanks, Nacho. So 400 AGL is his channel, and Mel's his name. I was pretty sure his name was Mel, but I didn't want to get it wrong live. So if his name is not Mel, then Nacho got it wrong, not me. Mario said we'll have to help with my budget. So let's see what's going on there. I don't know why it's limited. So are super chats not an option? That's another thing. If I'm not allowed to get super chats by using StreamYard, then that's another big issue. Not that I get a lot of super chats, but they're nice when I get them. I want to start kind of promoting merchandise, and I want to design some shirts that you guys would actually wear. Not necessarily my icon, but maybe a cool shirt that you guys would like to wear. So the reason I said I kind of really like StreamYard, and I'm going to do a legit video about StreamYard because I think if 720 is okay with your channel, I think StreamYard is kind of the perfect platform. And the reason I say it's the perfect platform is because you only need a camera. You don't need a super powerful computer because everything happens on the cloud. So you take your video and you stream it up to a website, and then on the cloud handles all the video processing, all of the broadcasting to, depending on which version of StreamYard you choose, it'll handle the broadcasting to multiple streams. So here's Nacho's comment. You can easily do that. Just share the app. Has a camera in OBS, and StreamYard will work the way you want it to. You can easily do that. Just share the app as a camera. How do you share the app as a camera? That's what I couldn't figure out. Maybe we should do that. Let's see. Last time I swapped out my camera, I froze. So I don't want to do that. But let's see if Nacho can show me what to do. Nope. All right. So Nacho, what do I do? Welcome, Mike B. Super chat is there. I don't believe you. I didn't get a super chat. I'm just kidding. I wonder if super chats show up in here. So I was in here earlier and I was trying to figure out under settings what to do. So I've got settings up here. Oh, it's not showing settings. Why didn't it do that? All right. We're going to remove that, and now we're going to add it again. Hopefully it'll pull up the settings, and Nacho can school us on how to do that. So I'm going to share my screen. Settings. All right, so we got the settings. So where do I go, Nacho? I was trying to do like output, but I couldn't figure out how to. I just don't know where to go. Oops. I might accidentally show my streaming stuff, so that wouldn't be good. So yeah. Well, maybe we'll take that offline. We'll try that again some other time. So yeah, it is Tuesday, January 21st. We're almost through January, guys. Isn't that crazy? All right, Nacho wants me to pull him in. So give me a second. This is also why I love StreamYard. So let's see that. Nacho's just finding ways to get on my channel, isn't he? All right. $704. D Baker 79. That's insane. 2021, here we come. I know, right? Nuts. Do I know you, D Baker? Or I always wonder, like, if people, when people use like, you know, they've got handles. I always wonder if I really know that person. All right. There you go, Nacho. You can come in. A lot of it's been a while, just not very creative. All right. I want to show you guys. This is the picture that Nacho sent me. This is his t-shirt. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you guys notice the gray behind my S is just kind of, it's not working. So I pulled all those colors out. So hopefully my shirts will come out a little bit better. So Mike B got to run, so he'll be back. He'll try to get back. We'll see what happens. So yeah. So I'm bringing Nacho in at some point. I sent him the link, so we'll see when he gets here what he has to say about it. So yeah, pretty cool. So I was trying to bring up StreamYards. I'll share my screen a little bit because I want to talk to you guys about StreamYard a little bit, just because that's kind of the hot topic right now for me. And this is kind of their blog. But I want to show you guys all of the stuff that they've done. So they've created multi-streaming. You can stream to LinkedIn. Hangouts went away. So, but you can multi-stream to Facebook Live, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And as of yesterday, I believe, or January 2nd, they added green screen. But it showed up for me last week or a couple days ago. So you can actually green screen your videos. So I'm going to bring Nacho in. Hey, what's up, Nacho?
Hey, I'm
see if I can.
I'm not sure.
I don't hear him yet.
Hear me? Hello?
He's black.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Sorry, I'm in the car driving.
Somebody from some Asian name just subscribed to me, so that's cool. There he is. I'm going to pull Nacho back off until he's actually in here. He's working out his camera, looks like. You hear Nacho? Uh-oh, why don't I hear Nacho? He's waving. Uh-oh, technical difficulties. You guys can hear him, but I can't. So let's, oh, that's weird. Check, check. Nacho, you there?
Okay, can you hear me now?
There we go.
So,
I can hear you.
The problem is it's dark. It's dark. I'm in the car driving in the middle of nowhere through like the plains of Colorado, so it's hard for me to light the room and still be able to see the road. See? So I'll just make hand puppets. So to do what you want to do, if you can hear me, you need to broadcast with OBS and then make a scene.
I think I just lost Nacho. Check, check. All right. Nacho froze up. Is Nacho frozen for you guys? Here we go.
All right. Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you need to do is, and then you froze.
I can't hear anything now. Okay, now I can hear again.
Yep.
Yeah, so, but I don't know if you repeated what I said and I didn't hear anything. But yeah, you need to
just start over.
All right. You need to broadcast with OBS like you always have been. But then make a scene using the StreamYard's window and bring that in for the guests. Just like you would do it with Skype or anything else. That way you could broadcast and set in 1080 like you want to, and the guests will be in a smaller size. You don't even open a window for yourself, so that way you can have 6 guests, and as the host, you can have your own window through OBS.
So what do I do about the lag?
I don't know if you'll experience any lag with them, like when you broadcast at all, because it's going to come through you like an extra camera, and then just go out. So I don't think you'll experience any. I've done it. It doesn't seem to lag.
Okay. And then how do I? So the only way I've thought about
as long as
doing it is because, like, my computer will only run one camera at a time.
Right.
So I've had to run my Elgato Cam Link through just the regular StreamYard or Streamlabs, and then I've put my Logitech Brio little webcam into StreamYard just so I can have a different camera in that conversation.
Well, you won't have the camera in StreamYard. You'll use whatever camera you use through the Elgato. Through OBS. The only people that you'll see yards are your, because you're going to go from that lean streaming. That way you can keep your high resolution.
Okay. Are you good to test that with me this week? All right. That was Nacho. Everybody give Nacho a hand. So let's go back into just talk about StreamYard. Depending on your connection, each person is kind of responsible for their own connection. So as you heard right there, Nacho was driving, so his mobile connection wasn't the best for streaming video. So then when he switched to audio, it got better because he didn't have to output as much bandwidth for audio. Looks like Nacho's trying to get back in. If you're there, you can talk, Nacho, but all right. So that was the second try. We're going to pull Nacho from the stream just because the connection's a little shady. So, all right. So yeah. So StreamYards, I think I had a conversation with StreamYards last week, and they are 1080 is definitely in the plan. I just don't know when. They wouldn't give me that information, but they're definitely working on being able to host from an iPad, which is amazing. If I could run a full-on live stream from an iPad, that would be awesome, because it's got my iPad has a 720 front-facing camera. It's definitely powerful enough. It's an iPad Pro, so I think that would be cool. And yeah. So that was StreamYards. Now I'm going to pull up vMix. And I don't know. I can get it for $332.50 at B&H. So that's a thought. But we're going to run through kind of what their different versions are. There's a comparison chart, so I want to get through there it is, comparison table. And this will have prices on it. So yeah, let's look at this. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me zoom in a little bit because it's kind of tiny. All right, so this is the mobile version of their chart. So this is the vMix software comparison tool. The basic version is free, and you have a total of 4 inputs, 2 NDI inputs or cameras, but it only streams at 576 is the maximum resolution. So that's not even 720. Okay. You have 1 overlay channel, so I could throw. You'd have to be creative with my overlay and put a logo and put, information on it. But it's got recording, it's got streaming, full screen output, external output. It's got GT Designer Standard, which has 100+ built-in animated titles, scoreboards, and tickers. So that's pretty cool. So it doesn't have animated titles advanced, so you can't customize the animated titles. But it's got playlists, professional color correction, does not have video lists, does not have vMix call. And vMix call is the reason I would use it anyway, because Streamlabs does everything that I need it to do for free. And I streamed for an entire year using OBS. And then I moved to OBS Streamlabs at the very end. So that is awesome. So I would have no reason to get vMix besides the fact that I can pull in callers. Okay. So let's go back up to the resolution. The resolution here, so there's a basic HD. Okay. So if I wanted to stream in basic HD, then I could buy it for $60, which still gives you some pretty decent stuff, but it doesn't give you vMix call. And that's the whole reason I would want to use it. Okay. And I don't know if you can buy vMix call separately. I don't know if you can do that or not. So Thomas O'Sullivan said, what about Zoom? So we're going to go into Zoom next. All right. So $150 is still standard definition. So the HD version that I'm thinking about getting is $350. And it's a one-time purchase. And I don't know if you can upgrade. So it'd be nice to be able to upgrade to 4K, at some point. And then I could just use my computer to record videos and all that. But so let's follow the chart down. So the $350 version, which is what I'm thinking about getting, I have 4 overlay channels. So I can put, I can do a lot of things with 4 overlays. It's got recording, it's got streaming, it's got full screen output, external output, basically everything with the free version. It doesn't have custom animated titles yet, so that's frustrating. But what it adds is vMix call, one caller. So I can pull in one guest with it. So that's what vMix is. It's kind of pricey, but I have a feeling it's pretty good. So Thomas O'Sullivan said, what about Zoom, Shawn? So we will go look at Zoom. So let's try Zoom. Video communications with Zoom. So we're going to go to the plans and pricing page. And let's see what Zoom does. Zoom might be the answer. You ready, Thomas? Let's check out Zoom. But I mean, so far, look at this, guys. So I hadn't prepared Zoom, but since I'm doing this all live and I can share a screen, StreamYards is working out very well. I can put an overlay of Thomas's comment. I can pull up a pricing chart. So this is based on Thomas's question about Zoom. So let's look at Zoom. So Zoom free hosts up to 100 participants, unlimited one-to-one meetings, 40-minute limit on group meetings, unlimited number of meetings, online support, video conferencing features, web conferencing features, group collaboration features, and security. So the pro version is great for small teams. So, woohoo! Super chat works. That's awesome, Mario. Thank you so much. I'll see what this looks like. So Mario's super chat shows up orange. So that's awesome. That's another benefit of StreamYards. That is very cool. Something else I love about StreamYards is the fact that I can look at the chat the entire time while I'm in it. So that's important to me. But thank you so much, Mario, for the $20. We'll talk offline and I'll send you something. I'll send you a Shawn Ide Studios sticker. I'm trying to get some more swag, but right now I got stickers. But that's awesome, Mario. I really appreciate that. So The pro version of Zoom, great for small meetings, all the basic features, includes 100 participants. So we could have 100 participants in one stream. That would be crazy. We should have like a hangout, like a, I don't know, like a tech day party or something. Meeting duration limit is 24 hours. So we could chat for 24 hours, cancel the meeting, and then, or shut the meeting down and then start another meeting the next day. Like we could literally live chat my life, but that you wouldn't like to see all the parts of my life. Admin feature controls, reporting. Reporting is important to me, but I want to do everything through YouTube. So I don't know how much of reporting. Mario, this is, I'm guessing this is referring to the super chat that he just, oh, I clicked on the wrong one. This one. We'll see how much YouTube takes before it's cut. Yeah, we'll see. I don't even know that I notice. Chevy wants a Shawn Ide Studios Velcro patch. We'll see about that. I don't know who to get patches through, but we'll see about that. So sorry, I'm getting so distracted. Mario gave me $20 and now I can't think. So let's go through the pro version. So it includes 100 participants, 24 hours, user management, reporting, admin features, which is nice. Custom personal meeting ID, assigned scheduler, 1 gig of MP4 or M4A cloud recording, REST API, and then optional add-on plans. So for $15 a month might be a better option to do guest calls. So D Baker gave me $5. What's up? This is awesome. So D Baker 79, $5. Sorry, just ordered Phantom 4 Pro version 2, so that's all I can afford. That's awesome. I want to see some Phantom 4 Pro videos from you, D Baker. I love seeing drone videos, and I would actually like to put some of your content on this page, on this channel, on this live stream. I'd love to do like, I put Nacho's drone video up in the past, put some pictures up from Brent's drone, and I would love to, maybe do just some viewer videos just to show off your guys' talent. And, Nashville's kind of boring to me because I just record it all the time. And I'd love to see videos from other places. That would be awesome. Thank you so much, D Baker. So I would think that the pro version would be all I would ever need. 100 participants. So I might sign up for a free version of Zoom and just try that in StreamYard this week. We'll try that. Whoa. Fishing for Success is here. He says hi. That's his logo. Thomas O'Sullivan. Let's pull this up. Did you think about the Mavic Pro from Rick Halber? Did you connect with him? I didn't connect with him just because I want to get a brand new one with the DJI refresh on it. And the only reason I say that is because I'm going to do something stupid with it, and it'd be nice to get a couple more, I just like to get some insurance on it. But thank you so much, Thomas, for pointing out that he was selling one. Night Train FPV said he has some cool edits. So y'all go check out his channel. That'd be awesome. D Baker, don't sell yourself short. Everybody has talent. If you can keep that drone in the air and take anything with it, it will look better than what we did 5 years ago with the crappy drones that were available back then. So you'll be good. Phantom 4 Pro, you can just hover and get something good out of that. All right, so we've talked about Zoom. I think Zoom is a good option. What do you guys think? If I wanted to do 1080p, actually something on here, I don't see any resolution on here. Maybe I'm missing it. But Zoom might be the best so far. So yeah, let's take that off the stream and go back to my face. So let's see what Fishing for Success has to say. I think the Skydio 2 is the ultimate drone. I want one because it can follow you through heavy, dense trees and move around objects. It flies itself. I think the Skydio 2 is the best follow drone on the market for consumers. But it's not perfect. I've seen several videos at this point where people have crashed them. And I think the reason people crashed them is because they put too much faith in the fact that that drone could fly itself. So I think it's awesome, but if you follow the rules that the FAA has put forth, there's two things. You need to fly line of sight, and if you've got the drone behind your face, it's not in the line of sight. Okay. Yes, you could turn around and look at it, and some people would say that that's line of sight, but if you've got a drone flying by itself behind you through trees, it kind of goes against FAA's safety regulations. And then this is just my two things about FAA, and then I'll just shut up about it. But so you have to fly line of sight, and you need to be in control of your drone at all times. And if the drone's flying itself, you're not in control of it. If you fly it with the, the app, let's say you're riding your bike and you have the app in front of you, yes, you can take over if you have good connection. But I've seen a lot of videos where the connection is so bad that it'll hit a tree and then stop, or it can't, if it's following you and it gets hung up and can't figure out exactly where to go without hitting something, then it'll just stop where it's at. And if you keep going and you're not paying attention, the drone might turn around and go home, and you're still driving in that direction. So now you've got a rogue drone flying somewhere, flying back home, that you can't control and keep it from hitting someone in the face, especially if you're like going on a walking trail and there's someone, like I'm always on walking trails with other people on walking trails. So I had pre-ordered the Skydio 2, but it took them 3 months to not send me one. So I just canceled my order because their failure to launch just kind of made me upset a little bit. And another camera came out that I wanted more, but the things that I've seen from it is pretty awesome. So yep, Thomas O'Sullivan's correct. So I've watched Billy Kyle's videos, and Original Dobo and 51 Drones has put out some good videos. And I would say Captain Drone is what really turned me off, is just because he did it at a park, and he has kind of the same ideas that I have about how the heck is Skydio getting away with that drone, especially with all the rules coming out of the FAA, especially with remote ID and all that kind of stuff. Man, I mean, if you get that Skydio drone and then it doesn't have remote ID on it in a couple of years, it's going to be a brick anyway. So anyway, that's all I got. Brent Newman with a $2 super chat in honor of D Baker 79's Phantom Pro version 2 order. So Brent Newman is congratulating D Baker for joining the DJI family. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Brent, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. So I don't know how much we've made so far. Let's see. We've got $27 in super chats tonight. That's awesome, guys. Since we're talking about live streaming, once you get to a certain level on YouTube, you can monetize your channel. You can also live stream from a mobile phone, and if you're monetized, people can send you super chats. People can tip you for being awesome, or tip you. A lot of people sell stickers or sell, sell different things. So Brent has a Shawn Ide Studios sticker already, but I'll send you another one. And D Baker, if you want to contact me on my channel, just send me a personal message on my YouTube channel with your address. I'll send you a Shawn Ide Studios sticker too, because I think I really appreciate that. So yeah, I will use this money to purchase new Shawn Ide Studios stickers with the new logo, and I will send you one as soon as possible. That would be awesome for you guys. I'm just kidding. I really appreciate it. So Night Train with FPV says return to home on a fail-safe is actually against the rules. Okay. So when you mean on a fail-safe, what does that mean actually? So the fact that it's returning to home because you lost control of it, is that what you're talking about? Or is it the fact that return to home is not in your control? Yeah, I wrecked a drone using return to home because I didn't have control of the drone and the battery was dying. And so I hit return to home, and then it was returning to home in a tree, and I freaked out. And so I hit the controls and canceled the return to home, but I threw my drone right into branches because I hit my controls and I went the wrong direction. All right, so Fishing for Success says they have a beacon for the Skydio 2. They do have a beacon. I've flown with a beacon before. I've not for the Skydio 2, but my Unique Typhoon H has a wizard, or my original Unique Typhoon H had a wizard, but the one I have now did not come with a wizard, and I sold the wizard with the last one that I had. Beacon is great. And yes, you can control it with the beacon, but there are a lot of things that are out of your control. I've flown with the wizard, but when I flew with the wizard, there are a lot of limitations. Like it had a geofence. I never did the wizard moving. There are some people that, you can strap your wizard on to a backpack and then it'll just follow you where it goes. So Unique had that technology a couple of years ago. But again, a tree gets in the way, you're kind of screwed. So it's awesome though. I love, just like the teaser for this video today was done on a robotic camera. I love robotic cameramen just because I do this whole channel by myself. So I don't have anybody following me around with a gimbal or anything like that. I have to think of creative ways to record my videos because I do it on my own. So having a drone fly around me while I talk would be awesome. And I might do that video this week. I might take my Parrot out and just have it follow me, and we'll do a video about the Skydio using my Parrot Anafi, because everybody loves it when I use my drone that doesn't have any object avoidance, and I actually let it fly around me like a robot. And yeah, so, but fishing for success, if you get a Skydio 2, more power to you. That's awesome. I hope you succeed with it, and I hope you make some awesome videos with it. I really do. It just, by the time they didn't send me one, I kind of changed my mind about it, especially when I saw it crash a couple times from different people, or I saw 51 drones try to fly through a bridge and he couldn't get through the bridge because it couldn't find a path. And then, Captain Drone, he was just on a playground and he walked around the other side of the playground and it lost him, and all of a sudden it couldn't find him. And if you look at the video that I did today with my OBSbot, it was tracking me until I walked behind a tree and it was far enough away and the sun was in the shot. And so there were all these things where it couldn't find me. So I had to walk back around to, give my OBSbot a better view of me, and all of a sudden it could track me again. And the other thing is the Skydio 2 only tracks visually. Okay. So, if there's a lens flare, if there's low light, if there's reflections, there's a lot of things that can hinder its tracking capabilities. So it's not perfect yet, but I'm so excited as to where that thing's going. I think the Skydio 3 or 4 might be perfect if it makes it that far. Night Train FPV said that 360 is nice. He said that 8 minutes ago, so I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about here, Night Train. Sorry. I need to catch up to y'all. Wow, I'm way behind. All right, let's get through these. Brent Newman loves his Parrot 4 Pro. Thomas O'Sullivan says, even when it follows the beacon, it takes crazy routes. When it's trying to avoid obstacles, it goes all over the place. Half the time, it doesn't have the person it's following in the video. All right. D. Baker says, woohoo, way to go, Brent. Thanks. And then D. Baker says, super chat goodness. I don't know what that voice was. Night Train says, he needs a ton of watch hours. So everybody go watch Night Train's videos this week. Give him a bunch of watch hours if you can. Sometimes I'll just put on a playlist that someone has and just play it in the background while I'm doing other things, like I'm multitasking, and I'll just have it rolling on my TV so I can help other channels out. So that's cool. Fishing for Success only has 1,331 watch hours. So y'all go watch Fishing for Success again, or as well. So that'd be cool. Night Train FPV failsafe is no radio control. It's flying itself. Okay. So does that mean flight plan is against the rules as well? Because I do that. But I have full radio control, and you can take over the drone at any time. So it's flying itself, but technically you still have control of the drone, right? Nacho finally got signal. Sorry, Nacho. Brent Sullivan said to Thomas O'Sullivan, yeah, the Skydio should keep the subject in view even when it's searching for a clear route. So I agree with that, Brent. Something that Obsbot, the camera that I was using today, it has kind of a slow follow me mode, but if you double tap on someone on the screen, then it is on me all the time. And I wanted to show that off in the time lapse that I did around the loop today in my teaser video. If you guys didn't get a chance to see that, go back and watch that video. I'm going to take some of the footage from today and actually do a tracking test. But I want you guys to see that time lapse, I sped it up so fast because I wanted to show you guys that it kept me in the same spot the entire time. And I was amazed by that. I know that probably doesn't turn most people on, but for me, that was awesome because not only didn't hunt, like I went through like, it's not hay, it was like weeds or something. Some kind of like cattails or something like that. But there were like these really tall, like hay looking plants that I walked behind and it still followed me. There were trees that were between me and the camera a couple times. And it kept me in the same spot the entire time. And I thought that was awesome. So yeah. Nacho says you can live stream from a mobile without the views. I do it all the time. Nice. Mario Monte, YouTube crashed. Had to restart. Did you put your iPad on top of your air fryer again? That's what happened to Mario last week. He was on my channel and he had his tablet on top of his phone overheated. His Pixel overheated last week. So it's pretty funny. Wow, you guys are chatting up a storm. Thomas O'Sullivan said to Brent Newman, I know, right? But it kept losing Billy. Plus, he was flying down a path next to a road, and the Skydio went right above the road, flew over people and cars. He was lucky. So are you talking about the video where he was on a skateboard going on the road by his apartment? I thought that was so dangerous. Excuse me. I thought that was, I trust Billy Kyle. I think he's a great guy. I almost met him downtown Nashville one time with Ken, but yeah, I thought that was kind of careless. You're not supposed to fly your drone over people. You're not supposed to fly your drone over moving cars. And he was next to train tracks, but there was kind of like there was a couple parts where there was like a walking bridge and a busy things going on. And since he was not in control of the drone was going over different parts. It chooses where it flies, and it doesn't look for people, and it doesn't look for moving cars. So there's that. Fishing for Success. It claims 23 minutes of flight time, so more like 18-minute flight time. That sucks. I wonder what the Skydio 3 or 4 will offer. So there is I have a theory about flight time. The only way to get more flight time is to have more efficiency. Okay. So the batteries is really what takes up all the weight on your drone. You've got a big old honking battery, and your camera lens is like a big chunk of glass. Now there are a lot of cameras are getting smaller and smaller. So eventually the batteries is going to be the heaviest thing on your drone. I think it would be better if there were batteries on each propeller blade that were smaller to evenly distribute. Because right now you've got props 4 or 6, propellers basically carrying a payload, which is the battery. My unique Typhoon H Plus has a pretty large camera on it. So there's the battery and the camera, but it's really the battery that takes up all the power. So you basically need to create lift that can handle a larger battery. The reason some of the smaller drones like the DJI Mavic Mini can handle more battery life is because it doesn't weigh anything. So that even with the battery, it's light enough to handle that. So it's that age-old, problem. You've got weight versus lift. And so maybe if you had 8 propellers that were very efficient, you wouldn't need such a big battery. Something else on battery life. I don't know why people keep creating drones that the camera points forward, because my unique Typhoon H and my unique Typhoon H Plus, the cameras can rotate underneath the drone. So the drone can just hover, and it takes a lot less power to hover than it does to move through space. So if your drone's just hovering there and then you can point the camera in different directions, that's a whole lot more efficient than having to turn your entire drone to point your camera. Brett Newman's got an Inspire. Inspire does the same thing. You can hover, and the Inspire camera can point. Now the Typhoons can keep going around in circles, whereas the Inspires can go to a certain rotation, but then you have to go back the other way. But yeah, that's crazy. Thomas is welcome back. Thanks, Sean. Time to go night later, y'all. So everybody say later, y'all, to D Baker. Night train is spent 4 hours in the morning before work trying to keep up. If drone does return to home at signal loss, it's okay. Here we go. If drone does return to home at signal loss, it's not legal, but a return to home by the user is overridable anyways. Radio link is the key. So if you lose signal, if you do you go out of range or do a range test or something like that, and your drone loses signal, then that's not legal. So some of my parrot videos are probably not legal. So Night Train FPV says no radio signal is a big scare. FPV. So yeah, so one of the things with purchasing the Insta361R, they have a DJI Mavic kit and a DJI Mavic Pro 2 kit. And the Pro 2 kit, you have to fly in ADI mode, which is altitude hold, but does not have any GPS signal. So it would be just like flying, an FPV drone that doesn't have, it doesn't hold itself where it's at. FPV drones, you have to move it the entire time. You have to be flying and in control the entire time. You can't just, not like a photography drone where you just put it in one spot and it'll hover for a little bit, and then you can move it over there and hover. So Mario did overheat his YouTube again. You can't cook YouTube, Mario. That's nuts. The Skydio has that new AI tech. It means decisions on its own. It makes decisions on its own scary. So whenever I got my DJI Mavic Air, it had APAS, and that was the new thing. It had all these sensors all over it, and you could actually it'll fly around things. I used it once just to demonstrate it, and it scared the crap out of me because I actually flew it straight towards this camera. And it worked, but I thought there was a possibility that it wasn't going to work. So drones flying themselves is still kind of it's a new territory, and it's a little scary. Yeah, that's the video I saw, Shawn Ide Studios. It was crazy. But that's the path that Skydio took. Yep. All right, Thomas had to go, so peace out, man. He left 5 minutes ago. I got to catch up to you guys. Steven Drone says, did you see my video I made about deployment of a load from the Typhoon H Plus? I've seen a couple of them. I don't know if I saw yours, but I'll watch it tonight after the stream. So night later. Peace out. All right. The only thing great about the Inspire is the detachable camera lens. Everything else about the drone is meh. Plus, it's freaking huge. I fly a huge drone with a detachable. My unique Typhoons have detachable lenses. I don't know why more drones don't have detachable lenses. I thought when the DJI Mavic Pro 2 came out that it was going to have interchangeable lenses because they made a zoom version and a pro version. But and I know some people say they're detachable, but they're not detachable. They're send your drone into DJI and swap out the camera able. So, all right. So we're not talking about live stream anymore. Here we go. What are your thoughts about drones with no geofencing? Thinking about the longer range thing. Not so much close flying. Seems you need to be really aware then. I don't think you need geofencing if you know what you're doing and you're flying legal and you're certified. I am all for geofencing for consumer drones that you buy at Best Buy. I kind of think you should be, I don't know, regulating things is hard because, my Jeep Renegade says it can go 120 miles per hour. But here in America, I don't know where that's possible. So my Jeep Renegade will go faster than I will ever be allowed to go. So I don't know what to say about that. I don't want to get into a political battle about regulations, but it does scare me that people, okay, let's talk about gun regulations. Maybe that's a better topic. So people in America are allowed to buy guns, but they have to pass a test in order to hold. Okay. So, and driving a car, you have to be 16 here to drive a car. So there are regulations on those things because they're unsafe. A loaded gun in the hands of a toddler could go terribly wrong. Okay. A toddler behind the wheel of a car could go terribly wrong. A 16-year-old behind the wheel of a car could go terribly wrong because they're brand new at driving. So whenever you like the geofencing thing, and I almost wish that you had to get certified and you could unlock a geofence with your FAA certification or at least your registration. But that's just kind of my opinion. I feel like I'm safe, and I don't like I fly out in a soccer field where there's nobody around. So I feel like I fly safe, but anybody can go to Best Buy and buy a drone, and there's warning labels on them, but you can, I've seen video, like if you watch a wreck compilation of drones, those things aren't that great. I saw a video where a guy had, pretty sure it was a GoPro Karma drone, and he was flying it in Las Vegas, and his drone started flying off. Like it started flying away into something that it shouldn't have flown into. And so he had to run and chase it. And he basically had to grab his drone out of, like he was flying low to the ground. He grabbed it out of the ground, but then you see the video and there is just like blood squirting all over the place. Okay. I've seen videos where people have flown their Phantoms into a beehive and like chopped the beehives out of the tree. That can go terribly wrong. I've hurt myself flying drones, and I fly pretty safe. So those are my thoughts on that. And that's about as far as I'm going to go. So Brent Newman is talking about a comment I made earlier about the Inspire. He said, yeah, I bump up against the Inspire gimbal spin limit. It's hard to keep track of when it's close to the endpoint. Need a position indicator on the screen. I agree with that. So the only reason I know about the spin limit, I don't have an Inspire, but when I was flying with Ken Heron, he let me be the photographer or the videographer. It was like a two-man, and he flew the drone, and I did the camera. And it was just, he had just gotten his Inspire 2, and so we were he was new to it, and I had never even been around an Inspire. I about threw up because I didn't know which direction I was going. Like he was flying the drone and I was manning the camera, but I had the goggles on. So I got vertigo a little bit, but he would tell me to point at something. So I'd turn the camera around to point at it. And then all of a sudden I couldn't go any farther. And so I had to spin the camera all the way around and kind of run the shot. But so anyway, Brett Newman said, I'll check out your Typhoon H Plus load deployment video, Steve. Sweet. Everybody go look at that video after this live chat. That'll be awesome. Brent's exploration. The problem with flying out of VLOS is you can see or hear other aircraft night. So let's try that again. The problem with flying out of visual line of sight is you can see or hear other aircrafts. Yeah. Can't, that is. Okay, so he fixed it. Yeah, so if you can't see your drone, you can't see the other aircrafts. Okay, now I know what it's saying. So yeah, if you can't see your drone, you have no idea if there's a helicopter or someone else's drone, or I fly. So here in Smyrna, there is an airport right down the street, and that airport, I am like right on the edge of being able to fly in my backyard. I'm like, when we bought this house, I was like, I have to be outside of this circle, the airport circle. But yeah, so there are people learning how to fly airplanes here all the time. So there's tiny little propeller planes, little two-seaters. Those are around here all the time, and they're more than 5 miles away from the airport and all that kind of stuff. So, yep. Stephen Drone says it cost me $1.50 for the stick and the one screw. All right, I gotta go back and figure out what he's talking about. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, so gotcha. So I'm going to go back and watch that video. But I've seen, so the Unique Typhoon H has a retractable landing gear, and I've seen where people, they attach like O-rings, or not O-rings, but like key rings, like keychain rings on each side of the landing gear, and they put a stick, like a wooden dowel between the between the two eyelets. Actually, I take that back. There's one eyelet, like a one little circle on one of the landing gear, and then the other stick. The stick is attached to the other landing gear, and when you raise the landing gear, it pulls the stick out of the hole, and whatever's hanging on your stick falls. Is that what you did, Steve? It's pretty awesome. But I'm definitely going to watch it for real. But based on your comment, I think that's what you did. Night Train FPV, yes, Brent. Not having some markers on screen display for the camera centering could be bad that way. Need to have limit markers. Night Train said, my Mavic Mini will stop me if I get to no-fly zone. Some don't have that. So these longer flights, it seems you might get into trouble more easily. Yep, longer flights definitely can get you into trouble. And that's why I think the Mavic Mini is meant for consumers, and just about anybody can fly that drone, and it's under the weight limit of registration. So there are a lot of people out there that are flying the DJI Mavic Mini that probably shouldn't have a drone. So Evo 2 has a detachable camera lens with 4K, 6K, and 8K. Its lackluster dynamic tracking makes me not want to buy it compared to the Skydio technology. I was hoping for a better drone from Evo. I think an 8K drone would be awesome to have. Evo has had mixed feelings, mixed reviews in the past. I've never had an Evo drone, but I love orange. So I think I would like to have one at some point. Night Train FPV. My neighbor just got busted driving with no license when he put his car in a ditch. 19. People will go beyond. I feel it's the undereducated and careless pilots that will do us in. I think it's going to take a lot of people to screw us over. I feel like we're more regulated than we were, 5-10 years ago. So I think the fact that the FAA is regulating things will kind of keep most of us safe. And just like, all the stuff about illegal aliens, I have friends at work, there are tons of Indian people at my work, and they are on work visas and they're doing everything legit. And I'm more than happy with them hanging out in this country if they're doing it legally. And I'm more than happy if anybody flying a drone, if they know what they're doing and they're doing it legally. So, all right, I'm probably not going to be able to hit every one of these. Everybody keeps saying night, and I don't know what they mean, but they're just talking to Night Train. I feel stupid now. Okay. So you guys are talking to each other. Fishing for Success says, poor bees. Night Train says, think it was Stinger Swarm, old rotor riot vibe. Landed on a bee's nest in the ground. Had to recover the drone from him. Oh, so Night Train actually flew into bees. That's not good. I feel like bees have chased my drones before. My Mavic Air has like this really annoying sound, and it's attracted birds and bees before. Fishin said, I guess if you have thousands of dollars to throw away, go for it. Fly your drone into beehives all day, buddy. That's funny. Night Train said most can't go past 2.7K. So Night Train, are you talking about? Oh, okay, got it. So Night Train says 4K, 6K, 8K. who can watch the videos. That's a good point. Most people, most consumers can't. Like I have several things that I can watch 4K videos on that iPad back. Oh, I used the right hand. Did y'all see that? So that iMac back there is a 5K. But something that's awesome about using higher resolution videos that you can zoom in post, and you can future proof. So they already have 8K videos or 8K TVs. So 8K is here, but most people don't have them in their house. Most can't go past 2.7K. So I watch YouTube all the time on my 4K TV. So I watch it in 4K. So yeah, Fishing for Success says they sell 8K monitors or TVs. So Stephen Jones said it picked up 16-ounce bottle of water that weighed a little over a pound. Like it wasn't there. Yeah, my unique Typhoon H has got a great payload capability. My H Plus has even better payload capability. Actually, my unique Typhoon H Plus was last year's commercial H520 that they use in like on a construction site, the orange version from Unique. So super cool. Night fishing. I think fishing with a drone would be awesome. I really do. So Night Train is usually 2.7K to 4K. That's how I feel sometimes about YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube on my cell phone, and it's only like 480 watching it on my cell phone over mobile, and I enjoy that just as well. So that's why I think live streaming in 1080 would be great. But, there's a good chance some of you guys are only watching me. And I mean, you guys are watching me in 720 because that's as high a resolution that StreamYard goes. But we're having a great time. So maybe 1080 is overkill. I would like to post the replay in 1080, but so here is a new comment from Ashish Sharma. Hello, sir. I want to buy a vlogging camera. Please tell me which camera I buy for cheap prices. All right, let's go. All right, we are going to share my screen. All right, Ashish, can you see that? This is my Amazon shop. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And the first question I'm going to ask you is, what type of vlogging are you going to do? If you are just, so first of all, what is your output? Are you going to, okay, so he says 720 is, all right, let's go back. So Ashish said he's looking for a cheap vlogging camera for traveling. Are you going to be shooting in 1080 or is 4K something that you would like? Because I would suggest, so I have all these different idea boards. I would suggest the GoPro Hero 8. It is about to come out with some mods that I think would be awesome for vlogging. I think so. If you're going to do an action camera, I would get either the GoPro 8 with the it's got all kinds of attachments and mods that are about to come out. Here it is right here. And I don't have the mods on here yet, but the mod will give it, a, let's look that up. I want to show you guys the mod for the GoPro, because I think the GoPro Hero 8 with the mod is going to be awesome. And I think it's going to be the perfect vlogging camera. So yeah, let's go here. I don't want to compare. All right, let's just go to here. So the reason I say the GoPro Hero 8 is it has this guy right here. So this is the display mod. So basically what you have is you have, first of all, you have the regular mod. And what the mod does, it has a shotgun microphone that's pointing at you. It's got a cold shoe mount. And it has like a microphone input as well as an HDMI output. Coupled with the display mod, you have a flip screen. So here in this picture right here, this is everything you need to vlog. You can vlog in 4K, 60 frames per second. You can look at yourself, frame your shot, has a great microphone built in, but you can also add like a wireless microphone as well. So to me, this is the perfect traveling vlog rig. GoPro video is beautiful. The stabilization at this point is top notch. And that's what I would consider. All right, so 4K would be my choice. Give lots of options. Still high tech for a few years to come. Anything less would be upgrading sooner. Has a real steady back screen. Good choice. Night Train said, I like that, Sean. Not seen the mods. That's very nice. Yeah, I'm literally on the email list for every one of these mods. So when they are available, I will grab it because I want this so bad. So this is an option. There's another option that is not out yet. I mean, it is out, but I haven't even got mine yet. But I would also consider these. This is the Insta360 This will be the next camera that I review on my channel. The 1-inch edition has a Leica lens on it, and it'll shoot in 5K. Let's go here. So this is the 1-inch edition, and check it out. So this whole camera is modular. So the screen can either point at you or point away. But it has a 1-inch sensor co-engineered with Leica. It'll shoot 5.3K, 30 frames per second. Okay. 4K at 60 frames per second. 10 megapixel or 19 megapixel pictures, 1-inch sensor. It's got like stabilization on a 360 camera. This isn't a 360 camera, but they use the same stabilization algorithm that they do on the 360 camera. Is above and beyond anything you'll ever see. They have accelerometers in there that kind of know where the horizon is. I mean, it's just amazing. Reversible touchscreen, voice control, adaptive design. You can take HDR photos. Here's the sensor. So 5.3K is going to be like ridiculous resolution. And then, so the reason I say the 1-inch sensor here is just because it'll do great in low light. So you can vlog at a concert, Ashish. And then it has like star lapse. You can crank up the color. But I wanted to show you guys, it's also waterproof put together. So is the GoPro. But yeah, something else, it has like Apple Watch control. You can control it from your Apple Watch, and premium audio. So you can use your earbuds. And it looks like with this little adapter, which I have ordered but I don't have yet, with this little adapter you can plug your microphones into. So super cool. All right. So that's all I have to say about that. And we have gone for almost 2 hours. So I'm going to stop because I'm tired. So tonight has been a wonderful live chat. I think tonight has been great. Ashish, there are several videos on my channel about several different cameras. I would, for a traveling vlog, I don't think you need more than an action camera, to be honest, because you're going to have the versatility of really great video. I make a lot of my videos on this channel just using an action camera, and they are more than sufficient. Especially action cameras now, you can switch from the super GoPro-y wide angle to like a flatter image. Much like this stream is kind of more of like a flat image. So yeah, I would really consider either the Insta360 1R or there's a twin edition that has a 4K GoPro type camera plus a 360 camera. So that would be the most versatile thing, the twin edition for you. And then but I've also used like a Panasonic G7, but Panasonics don't have very good focus. But if you want like buttery depth of field, you're not going to get that from an action camera. Or if you already have like an iPhone, then I would just get the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 and be done with it, because you always have your phone on you. You might need to get a battery case so you have twice the battery that your iPhone can provide. But, a nice little tripod plus the DJI Osmo Mobile. Don't get a DJI Osmo Pocket. I mean, Pocket might be okay, but don't get like the original DJI Osmo or the DJI Osmo Plus. Those cameras do not focus at all. They're horrible cameras. But their DJI's gimbals are awesome. So that's about all I have. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I've had such a good time. And as you can hear, my voice is almost gone. But I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to play around with some Zoom tonight. That might be what I do. So yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful night. Please like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Stay tuned to my channel for updates about the cameras that I use, and more live streams. Just hang out. I'm planning on doing a special guest once a month on my live streams, and I am planning on doing this format the rest of the month. But if Zoom is a thing, then I might just create a Zoom meeting and use Streamlabs. So have a wonderful night. Peace out, guys.